What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Barbarino, and welcome back for more Pac-Man World 2, the GameCube version. In the last episode, we defeated Spooky and restored peace to Backland and returned all the golden fruits to the tree. In this episode, I'm gonna go over some bonus material in this game. This is a save file from... I don't know who I got it from, but I found it online. His name will pop up on screen right now. But anyways, I want to show what happens if you get 100% of this game. Meaning getting all the fruits and getting all the tokens. Getting all the fruits, I have no fucking idea. But getting all the tokens, you can enter, where is it? The arcade, and give me 1 second. Sorry, my volume is too loud. Anyways, talk to this lady. Pac-Man, my name's Sue, and I'm usually here running the arcade. You can play these games by collecting tokens found throughout Pac-Man. Let me tell you a little bit about each of the other games in the arcade. Pac-Man was first released in the arcade in 1980. You will need 10 tokens to play. Pac Attack was released for consoles in 1993. You will need 30 tokens to play. You can play different music selection from the game here. You will need 60 tokens to play the jukebox. Pac-Mania was first released in the arcade in 1988. You will need 100 tokens to play Pac-Mania. Miss Pac-Man was released in the arcade in 1981. You will need 180 tokens to play Miss Pac-Man. Play the Pac-Man World 2 mazes here after you completed them in the game. However, I have already unlocked the first maze just for you. Have fun! So yeah, we have sort of like an arcade thing right here, where you can play all the mazes that you've encountered throughout your journey by collecting the Galactifruit. Yeah. And then we have, go back, I guess we'll go in order here. We have, where is it? The original Pac-Man that we can play. Let's go ahead and play that. You can play up to 2 players. Press the A button for a 1-player game, press the B button for a 2-player game, and we can play some Pac-Man. So let's see how I do. I entered a Pac-Man tournament at my school, and I actually got first place, so let's see how I do this time. And I died. Oh my god. So yeah, you can like, if you need like if you want to play Pac-Man and like you don't feel like going to an arcade or buying like the big ass machine, just get a copy of Pac-Man World 2 and just play here. Just make sure you collect at least 10 tokens in order for you to do so. I do like all the art design around the like that's the border of the maze itself. It's pretty unique. I like it a lot. It definitely reminds me of like an old Pac-Man arcade machine. Nope. Okay, I was trying to... I don't know what I did there. Alright, but you get the idea. It's basically Pac-Man. Alright, next we'll check out... We'll try Pac-Mania. Pac-Mania I love. I love the fact that you can jump. Welcome to Pac-Man World. Welcome to the Pac-Man World. Let's go have fun with Pac-Man. I remember I played the Pac-Man collection on Game Boy Advance, and that was a lot of fun. I would spend most of my time on the Pac-Man rearrangement, but I would also play Pac-Mania too. I just loved making Pac-Man jump. Alright. But yeah, that's pretty much Pac-Man Mania. Let's see if I can at least get the first maze done. This guy's not my ass, okay. I do enjoy the Game Boy Advance song better. I'm not really a big fan of this one. This is actually my first time playing Pac-Mania in the Pac-Man World 2 game. Okay, get the fruit. The score is 50,000, the high score. Wonder if I can get that. I mean, I'm not gonna try, but... Alright, cool. Well, you get the idea. Alright, next is Pac Attack. This I actually never played. Okay, so it's Tetris. Let's do Veteran. See how I do. Alright, so it's literally Tetris. Well, it's not Tetris. I played this in the, oh shit. I played this in the Pac-Man arrangement, game on Game Boy. This I spent a lot of time on, too. Shit. Okay, maybe Veteran was a bad idea. Hang on, let's try a better setting. Do Novice. Pretty cool music, I gotta say. There we go. Woo! Hey. Whoa, okay. That would have been bad. They should make a Pac-Man rearrangement for the Switch. I would love to play that again. I think I still have my Game Boy Advance game for it. Okay. Oh, okay, good. And it gets faster and faster over time, jeez. Ah! Alright, well, you get the idea. Alright. And last but not least, Miss Pac-Man. Literally Miss Pac-Man. With the cute artwork design. They need to have a Miss Pac-Man tournament at my school, because I would dominate that. I'm pretty good at Miss Pac-Man. Alright. Oh! I remember I was over my friend Elliot's. Some of you guys might know him as Creepy Elliot from Super Gaming Brothers. I was over his house, and he actually we went to a flea market, and we bought one of those old school Pac-Man consoles that you can like plug into your TV with like AV cords, and it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun, and he got it for $1. That was the best part. So, but like I had Pac-Man 256, Super Pac-Man, Pac-Man Jr. I think, Mappy, and I forget what else. But it was really cool. I was pretty good at Super Pac-Man. Alright, well, that does that. So, pretty much the arcade's completely covered, I guess, if you want to listen to music. Yeah, you got all these, songs that you can play. And I guess all the worlds have names, because look at this, Pac-Land intro. And then the Pac Village. Isn't it the same thing? I don't know. Yeah, Paradise Meadows, Lost in the Forest, Freezing Rain. Okay, it wasn't really raining, it was just snowing. Taki or Tiki Rap. Okay. Under the Sea. Midnight Scare. That's really weird. I guess we'll play the spooky battle theme and just leave. I mean, no, can I? Alright. I don't know what to do! Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I forgot you could do that. I don't know why. You can, like, just climb up here and then just, like, view the artwork up here. Whee! Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, now if you collect every single token in the entire game, you're able to view this. Pac-Man, the repairs are finally complete. Enjoy your tour of the museum. Yep, there's a museum in this game. And we get to view some concept art. I did not mean to exit. Okay. Let's go back in. Alright, so I guess these were supposed to be, this artwork here was supposed to be, maybe stuff that was going to be in the game. Like, we didn't see that air blimp. We never saw this character before. That's in the, Yellow Pac Marine, level. More of these guys. This guy, I think he was one of the... I don't know. I don't know if he was in the game or not. This guy was in the game, too. He was in Volcano Panic, I think. These guys weren't in the game at all. And why is Sparks there from Spyro? I guess this was supposed to be like another mechanic, just log rolling. And a bunch of stuff. Pac-Man lifting weights. More shots of Pac World. Or Pac-Land. I guess this was supposed to be like another level where you would just, tube down there. Pac-Man would have a jetpack, I guess. This is probably another enemy. Unused. I don't know what this was. Another Pac submarine. I guess you could stand on it. Underwater. So maybe they have like intentions of having like you like go deep in the water, like to the point where you touch the ground and then like you could walk on it. You can like walk with it. I don't know what this is. That's a unused enemy, I think. Another unused enemy. That's Snake Guy. I would like to see more of him. These were in the water levels. Sir Pac Knight. It'd be cool if you get to play as him. Spooky. I guess Spooky would have a lair or something, but they got rid of that. Oh, one of those things like in the Mario Bros. Series. I guess you were gonna play hockey with a wolf. There's a Yeti. And there's the people who made Pac-Man World 2, I guess, or like any of the Pac-Man Worlds. Nice artwork, I really like it. Anyways, now that we covered that, I guess what I can show you right now are, well, first there's the gold fruit. There's the gold fruit that you've all collected and then brought back. Pretty nice touch. Forgot that could happen. And they actually look gold as opposed to the PC version. It's only a matter of time before the ghosts come back. Anyways, I guess right now we'll talk about the beta of Pac-Man World 2. Wait. I forgot to show something that you can do when you re-enter a level. When you re-enter a level, you'll see like a big stopwatch there. You can do it, you can touch it, and then you'll be able to do a thing called time trial. You can basically get to the end as fast as you can, and there's like a little timer on the bottom right, and whenever you collect those little those clocks that have the number 2 on it, the timer stops for 2 seconds. I never showed this off because, honestly, I just forgot it existed. And to be honest, I think it's kind of... I mean, it's cool. It's cool, like, to see how fast you can get through a level and try to stop time as much as you can, but honestly, I'm not a speedrunner. Maybe speedrunners will join this. I don't. And that's probably why I forgot about it. And you don't even get, like, a mention. You don't really get, like, a mention, like a notification saying, hey, do this thing where you can beat the clock or whatever. But, yeah. So, just thought I'd show that real quick. You can do it in any level besides bosses. Anyway, back to the video. As far as beta content goes for Pac-Man World 2, there's really not a lot of stuff to talk about, mainly because there really wasn't much to be released to begin with. First and foremost, here's an image of what the main menu of the game was supposed to look like. It has a very similar artwork to the first Pac-Man World game on PS1, and you can see that the background image is the little bridge that Pac-Man stands on in the final version. I want to draw attention to the logo. It's literally the same logo as the Pac-Man World 1 logo, but they added a 2 next to it, and honestly I'm grateful for that because I think the logo that we have now looks nicer and represents Pac-Man more. There's also another early logo. It literally looks like the logo on the original menu that you just saw, and the final logo of the game did the fusion dance together and did this. Again, I prefer the original logo, or not the original, the final logo that we got. Now let's look at some early screenshots. This photo looks to be an early version of the forest area. There aren't really any textures to the grass, and the ghost looks a little bit different from the final game. Also, the background looks like something out of an old Disney book. Probably Jungle Book, I don't know. Here's another photo of Pac-Man talking to some purple ape or something. It's not known what this is supposed to be about. He would probably have to help Mal, maybe like do a little quest, a side quest. Maybe there's gonna be side quests in the game, but they cut that out in the final version. I don't know. Also, the text box here looks very different from what we got in the final game, which honestly I'm glad we got what we got for the final game. Here we have an early screenshot of Ice River Run. Not really a whole lot different from the original. Maybe the fish are a bit of a different color, but that's pretty much it. Here we have some unused enemies. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but all we know is that they fly in the air, and that's it. This level's from the bare basics, and if you look at the background in the water, there are lily pads there that you would jump on. In the final game, they were changed to rocks, so pretty interesting change. That's pretty much it for the beta content of the game. It really sucks that there wasn't a whole lot to show. I mean, mainly in the concept art, but that was pretty much it. I want to thank Super Mario 123311 from the VG Resorts for providing me with this information. Now let's move on to the Japanese version. Only the PlayStation 2 version of Pac-Man World 2 was localized for release in Japan. The difficulty in this version has drastically decreased compared to the North American and European version. We're going to look at some changes that they've done to the Japanese version to see what really made this easy mode. I should also mention that some of the levels have different names from their English counterpart. I will put them on screen of what they are. The bare basics doesn't really have anything different, so moving on. Canyon Chaos, all the bottomless pits are not bottomless anymore, making this level super quick. Packed Up Pond, same thing near the end. You know, no bottomless pits at all. Moving on to Blinky's Frog, nothing has changed here. Something to mention is that all the bosses, except for Spooky, take double the damage that they would in the North American version, making the boss fights end really quick. Voiding Woods, nothing has changed here. One of the main things that have changed in Treewood Forest is that the saws move a lot slower than they do in the American version. For me, I don't like that, because on sections like this, you would have to wait for the saw to finish going around in a circle, whereas in the American version, it goes fast enough where you don't even have to wait. Also, on this part right here, you don't need to worry about a bear being there. By the way, you're going to notice me save stating a lot because this is being played on an emulator, and there aren't really any good, stable PS2 emulators. Sometimes the game would just freeze on me, and I would have to start the level all over again, but save stating would make the game unfrozen, and I would try again and hope it doesn't freeze. Nothing's different about Butane Pain other than the saws. One thing to note is that the Pac Metal Suit lasts a lot longer in the Japanese version. Inky's Blade-O-Matic is quite different from the American version. For one thing, there's actually a net around the arena, so you don't have to worry about falling off the stage. Nothing's really changed about Ice River Run, besides the big bear at the end. I don't know where you can get the Galactifruit now, but whatever. Avalanche Alley, nothing really changed here as well. Another thing I noticed about this version is that you don't seem to take fall damage like in the American version, which is a blessing for making levels go faster. On Blade Mountain, you go a lot faster than the American release. Pinky's Revenge, the area is covered up by snow, so you don't have to worry about falling off the stage. And now for the juicy stuff! Into the Volcano gave me a bit of trouble trying to finish this because it kept crashing. A major difference is that the level ends quicker. You don't need to jump through those stupid ice things anymore to get to the end. Volcanic Panic is, in my opinion, the hardest level in Pac-Man World 2. However, in the Japanese version, it has become one of the easiest levels. First off, you don't need to rev roll on stupid ramps anymore, and you don't have to worry about falling in the lava. You can just jump on the floating platform and you're good. Also, you don't need to deal with the stupid falling rocks since they replaced them with floating platforms, thank God! Also, hanging on ledges getting to the end, no fireballs come out of the lava anymore. Also, the level ends early. Thank fuck for that! Magma Opus, the only difference in this level is you no longer have to defeat the big guy to hit the switch, since it is replaced by the Fire Dog. Also, this switch spawns the platform that you need in order to progress. You no longer need to hit the other switch. But I do like how it plays the cutscene from the switch that you were originally supposed to hit. Clyde is still an asshole, and he's possibly the hardest boss in this game. But surprisingly, he's not that difficult now. He shoots way less snowballs than he did in the American release. Also, steam doesn't come out of the fireballs when they touch the ground, so you don't have to worry about getting hurt. And the best part, his hitbox doesn't get smaller! They fixed that in this version. It's still annoying to rev roll on the other platforms, but other than that, this boss fight is way easier in the Japanese version. Now, I'm not going to get into the water levels because, honestly, nothing really has changed with the exception of less steam mines in certain parts, but that's pretty much it. As for Ghost Island, they're pretty much the same too. Nothing has changed, but the only real difference is that on the section where you have to defeat the skeletons in Ghost Bio, you need to defeat 15 instead of 20. I want to thank Legend of Zelda Player 89 for providing me with the Japanese ROM. Without him, this part of the video would not be possible. I also want to thank the Pac-Man speedrunning community for pointing me in the right direction and allowing me to use some of their footage I used for this Let's Play, especially NachoBrado. If you are interested in speedrunning any Pac-Man World game, you should definitely check out their Discord page, which I will be linking in the description. Also, check out some of the runs they did for the Pac-Man World games, especially this one. They literally rev roll off of everything. I guess you can say they're on a roll. That was dumb. One final thing I want to show and talk about is that every Player's Choice edition of Pac-Man World 2 on the GameCube came with an extra game called Pac-Man Versus. This game took advantage of the Game Boy Advance link cable. In fact, it's impossible to play this game without that. Now, I would have gameplay footage of me playing this with friends of mine, but unfortunately, due to me being in school and being the end of the semester with finals, and due to schedules not lining up, I wasn't able to do that, so here's me literally playing by myself. And that's pretty much it of what I wanted to talk about Pac-Man World 2. I really want to thank StelerSteel for taking the time to watch my video and tell me what I needed to fix on the bonus episode to make it better. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time when we have a very thin adventure.